Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you guys for tuning in today's video. As you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing my makeup routine. I know you guys had been asking for this video and also for my skin routine video, and I actually did that one already. So if you haven't seen that one, please make sure to go check that video out. So everything I do in my skin routine video, I've done before I actually do my makeup. So before you start watching this video, if you haven't checked that out, make sure you go check it out. Exactly what I do before I start doing my makeup. So I've done all of those steps already, and I do that actually an hour prior to I actually start doing my makeup. Let's get started. So I actually start off with my lip mask, and I know a lot of people just use this at night, but I actually do this before I actually start doing my makeup, so it kind of like sits throughout the time I'm doing my makeup. So I'm gonna apply that right now. A lot of you guys use beauty blenders to apply your makeup, and I actually had been doing that for the longest time. So I've always used beauty blenders. Some things I still use a beauty blender, and then for some things I just use my fingers. And I know that might sound weird to you guys, but I feel like when I apply my makeup on my face, it actually, like, everything that I actually apply stays on a little better than a beauty blender. So I'm going to start off with my concealer slash foundation, and I've showed you guys this one in another video. You guys had asked what kind of like foundation I use, and that is Milani. So this is the first thing I do, and it's hard to see on the camera, so I'm going to use a mirror because this is what I'm talking about. Like, I use my finger to like rub my whole makeup on my face, and there's nothing softer than your fingers on your skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation. So I'm gonna fast forward till I get all my foundation on. I know right now it looks like a lot, but once you start blending in other things, it actually starts coming off. So don't be afraid to put a little bit more of foundation to start off. If you'd like the light makeup, then a little bit actually covers up a lot. But right now I kind of want to do like a more like a heavy look, just so it lasts longer. Right, so I'm done with my foundation, and I know right now I might look a little crazy, but once you start blending like your powder, if you put powder or blush, whatever you put, it actually starts coming together. And then right now I'm gonna add some concealer like underneath my eyes, and this is just like a lighter one, and I use CoverGirl. You can see it here, but this is the one I use. So I just put some like this, and then I put some on my nose, a little bit up here, and then underneath the cheeks. So now I'm gonna blend this in, and for this I also use my fingers as well. I don't think I do like much of like a lot of contour, because I know a lot of you girls like that. I think it's just more of like just me doing my makeup, and however it comes out that day, literally that's how it comes out. But the process and the steps are pretty much all the same. But and then sometimes like once I'm like done using my hands, I usually just wipe it off, because sometimes I feel like the other color stays on, and I feel like I should have done that before I started this one, but that's okay. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the concealer on this side, because I feel like this side is a little brighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now, and I just add like a couple drops, not that much. Literally, concealer, I don't feel like you have to use a lot. I've been using these products probably for about like 3 years now. and I love them, and that's why I don't switch it up. And sometimes I feel like it's so hard to find like your color, and I feel like that's one thing I struggled for a long time. I feel like I was using like some things that did not match my skin color, and I felt like that was fine. And I feel like right now, I'm not sure if this like completely matches my skin color, but I feel like it fits the best. I'm just adding a little bit more of the concealer foundation because I feel like I missed some spots. Underneath your lip is probably the most, or just around your lip in general. I feel like it's hard to get it all perfect. And if you get it on your lips, that's okay. We'll go around with the makeup wipe at the end. Once I'm done doing my foundation, I know right now it looks crazy and doesn't look much even, but we'll get to how I actually fix my foundation, because I feel like once you put foundation, you don't always get it all like blended all perfect. Now I'm gonna be adding the powder that I use, and it's by Becca. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't want to drop it. I'm just gonna take the lid off and then show you guys. I want to turn it around, but I don't want to drop it. But it looks like this, and it's by Becca. I do with the powder, I literally just tap a little bit onto the lid, and then I get my brush that I use. It's just one like this, and then I just tap it. And I start off with the cheeks because I feel like the cheeks need to be a little bit darker than everything else around your face, as you can see. And then I go all around my face, just like that. Don't forget to get underneath your jawline, so everything kind of blends in. Just the powder, so whatever powder you use to like go all around your face. And I don't always use powder. Sometimes I just go straight on with the bronzer, but I'm gonna add a little more. You can suck those cheeks in. And sometimes I like to get as dark as my cheeks are. Sometimes I like to get my chin. And then obviously underneath the jawline. And then to get my forehead and then my cheeks still a little darker than the powder I'm using for around my face, that's where I get the bronzer, and this is what one I use. I actually bought this one at, I think it was Ulta, but I think you can get it at Sephora as well. I don't think like Target or stuff like that sell it, but this is the one I use. And literally it looks like it has a little bit in there, but let me tell you, I've had this one for almost like 6 months and still looks brand new. So I'm gonna go on, and I just tapped it like probably like 3 times, and it gets a lot, so don't go like full on. Just like dab it and then dab the other side, and then I'm gonna get my forehead and maybe a little bit around here. My forehead, I kind of just get like the sides, and then up here I don't really go like here. Only like when it comes to my nose I will, but like on my forehead I just get like the sides. Probably hard to see. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit in so you guys can see my face a little more. I feel like I should have done that a long time ago. So I usually have a separate brush that I use to go like through my nose, and it's one that looks like kind of angled, kind of looks like this. So it's kind of like more angled obviously than this one's. This one's just more like full. This one's more angled, and that's the one I go on my nose, and that's what I use. I actually use bronzer for that, and I'm just gonna dab it, like I said, a little bit, and I just point it outwards so it kind of blends in with your cheeks. And I just bring it down this way. And then a little bit more on the other side. You can see it much, but then I make sure I get the side of my nose. And I feel like if you feel like it's too dark, you can always just go over with like your big one, but I feel like right now it's actually looking better than I thought. As you can see, and you actually want to leave this part brighter, because you are going to add some like highlighter and stuff like that on it if you use highlighter. And then I feel like right now this part up here looks really bright, so I'm just going to go over with this. And also I feel like the camera makes it look really bright, but it's actually not as bright as it looks. I do feel like it looks like too much. You can just go on with a little bit of your foundation slash concealer and dab that a little bit underneath again. And it's okay to put it after the powder. I don't feel like it messes it like up that much. But if you do put some on, make sure you go like all the way, and then you can go again on with your bronzer a little bit at the corners. I'm gonna do the other side now. Alright. So I feel like that's pretty much what I do on my face besides the highlighter. And now I'm gonna go on with my highlighter, and I'm just gonna get like a few little parts of my face. And I used this kit right here, and it has these colors. You guys can see, I'm kind of doesn't want to focus, but these are the colors it has. The inside looks, if you're interested in buying it. I feel like the colors are so nice. I go on with this one, and I do that on my cheeks, so it kind of gives it like, it's still like a dark color, so it goes well with the bronzer. And I just tap it. And then with this one, I'm gonna go with the Summer, and that's the top one over here. And I'm just gonna use a little bit of that. And that's what's gonna go on your nose, your cheekbones, a little bit up here, and maybe a little bit down here underneath your lips. So one of you guys can see a little bit of the highlighter. That's pretty much how much highlighter I use. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my nose. And I'm gonna go underneath all the way to my lip. Pretty much all I do for highlighter. Sorry, my camera stopped, so I had to start it again. But yeah, that's all I do for my highlighter. And right now I'm just kind of like blending everything in together, because I feel like some spots are not as blended as I want them to be. But it's hard to do when I'm trying to look at my camera and my mirror. But now I'm gonna do my eye part, and I feel like that is the most hardest part for me, because I feel like sometimes it can look like too much, and actually sometimes doesn't look well on camera as much as I feel like it looks on in person. So I'm going to start off with probably start off with my eyebrows, and I just use a dark brown like shadow to actually do my eyebrows. So I'm gonna do that. So and like I said, this is just like a shadow thing that I use, and then I use one like this to like brush off your eyebrows, and then this is how the pencil looks. So hard to see it, but looks like this, and then the brush part looks like this. And I'm just using my little mirror here. You ever do your eyebrows too dark, it's okay. You can always go back at the end and kind of like fix it up with the face wipe. I do have one like this. Let me show you guys. I use like a, let me show you. I use one like this to actually go around my eyebrows and kind of like line them up how I want them. So that's actually what I'm gonna do right now after I'm done doing this. Like I said, if you feel like it's too dark, go ahead and use a makeup wipe. And let me tell you, it does its work. And then I'm just gonna go around. I actually use my concealer slash foundation to go over my eyes or underneath them. Sometimes I use a shadow to do my eyebrows, and sometimes I use like one like this to do my eyebrows, but for now I feel like I want to use the eyeshadow because I feel like sometimes it just works a little better for me. You know, you can see the difference, but I like that one. Don't you guys ever feel like you have one eyebrow better than the other one? My eyebrows on my own, I actually don't get them done somewhere. I actually do them on my own. And I actually just plug them out myself. And I feel like I should have done that before I actually started the video, but I actually haven't done them for a while. Like 2 weeks. Brushing my eyebrows out as I do them. I feel like this one's darker, so I'm gonna get rid of some of the eyeshadow on that side. Sorry if this video is so long, but I literally take probably about, I don't know, half hour to do my makeup sometimes. And Cam gets so mad if we're like going somewhere, because he's like, damn, you've been there for a long time. But that's why I wake up early sometimes to do my makeup. If I know we're going somewhere, I wake up early because I already know. But I'm sure like that's like every husband out there. I just feel like I need to take some off this one a little bit. So there are my eyebrows. Let me show you guys a closer look. This camera's not really focusing, but on my eyebrows. I swear, I feel like the eyebrows are the hardest part because I feel like they need to look even, and sometimes they just don't look even. So right now I'm just gonna go on with my black liner. I literally feel like liner makes a big difference. So I just get like the sides. I actually don't go all the way in. I just stop like a little bit halfway point. I'm not gonna do lashes. Sometimes I do wear fake eyelashes, but right now I don't feel like it. This is what I use for my mascara. But first I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. So I'm not sure exactly what color I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do like some browns. I have all my brushes in this thing here. I'm gonna go on with like a circular one first. And that's just for like the base, for like a round one. Really light. Nothing too dark. And just blend it. And then I'm gonna do the other side. Once I use is like browns. I don't use black eyeshadow, and I feel like sometimes some girls can rock it, and I feel like sometimes, because I always wanted to try like the smoky look but using like black, but I feel like it's too much for my skin color. So I'm gonna go on with some shimmer for the front side. So from the back side, if you guys can see, but I used like a lighter brown, and then in the front I'm using some shimmer. And then I'll show you guys the eyeshadow that I'm using right now. Maybe you guys can see it. I'm getting a runny nose. Alright, so that's pretty much what I do for my shadow. I do like hardcore makeup. I just try to keep it simple. But I do actually want to learn how to do like my makeup a little better, but I just don't have the time right now. Let me show you guys the palette that I'm using right now. You can actually get this at Ulta too. My sister actually got me into this one. I hadn't used it for a long time, but she actually used it one time and I loved all the colors in it. I feel like they're all like brown on the palette that I'm using. I'm not sure exactly what the palette's called. I'm not sure, but it looks like this. Pinks, it has like, it's all like messed up. I will show you guys, but I don't want to take the camera out because it's so hard to put it correctly on top of there. So that's pretty much my look for my eyes. So now I'm just gonna do my mascara. I swear this is probably the best mascara I've ever used. It literally like makes it so dark and it makes them like pop. I don't know if you guys can tell. And sometimes I'll do my upper and then I'll do my lower. But I might just do my uppers today. You know, you guys can see the difference. Actually get this one at Target. It's like $5 or $7. Nothing too fancy. I feel like one time I bought one that was probably like, I don't know, 15-20 bucks. And it worked too good that it was actually really hard to come off. And it just wouldn't come off and I actually got really mad. So I stopped using it. And I know mascara usually like girls like for it to last a long time. But when it's time for me to wash my face and go to bed, I don't want my mascara to stay on. Like I want it to come off. I don't want it to take years for it to come off. So I feel like this one actually works really good and it's not as hard for it to come off. There are my lashes. Some people ask me if I have fake lashes sometimes, but I'm like, no. My mama blessed me with long lashes. Like I said, once you feel like you're done. So right now this is like my full look. This is what I do every day. Like I said, sometimes I get underneath my eyes with the mascara, but I don't want to mess them up. I feel like sometimes I feel like if I do that, it sometimes messes up my whole look, and then I feel like I have to restart all over and I get so mad. So I'm just gonna skip that step today. With my lips, I'm just gonna do something simple. I love the Milani's lipsticks that they have. This is the one I'm gonna use today. I hate this camera does not like focus, but it's number 51 Blushing Beauty. I'm just gonna use a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna go on with this plumper thing I actually had bought to prank Cam, and it actually looks really good sometimes. So I'm just gonna use it. It actually gives it like a pink color too. does make you feel a little tingly. I don't use it all the time, I'm just using it right now. This is probably like the second time I used it besides when I used it for the video. But it's a nice gloss, so I already spent the money, so why not use it? That is my full makeup tutorial. Not much more than probably what you guys thought. It's so simple. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys can get a few tips of mine, like not using beauty blenders. And as a matter of fact, it actually saves you money too. Kind of hard to see it, but I'll get the camera a little closer. So that's pretty much all I do, and that is my full look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys want to see more videos, please let me know and I'll try my best to film them. But that's it for today's video. If you guys have any questions on this video, go ahead and comment down below. But thank you guys for tuning in again, and make sure to hit that like button before you stop watching this video, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.